Hey everyone! Welcome back to Learn with Venky, where we make science super simple and fun. Today's big question is, how are magnets made? And even cooler, how do they pull metals like iron? Let's start with the basics. A magnet is a material that can attract certain metals, especially iron, nickel, and cobalt. This pulling power comes from something called a magnetic field. It's invisible, but it's always there around the magnet like an invisible force shield. Now let's talk about how magnets are made. Inside every metal, there are tiny particles called electrons. These electrons spin around the nucleus of atoms, and each spin creates a tiny magnetic field. But in normal metals, these spins point in random directions, so they cancel each other out. No magnetism. So, how do we turn a regular piece of metal into a magnet? There are two main ways. Method 1. Using another strong magnet. If you take a strong magnet and rub it on a piece of iron, it starts making the electron spins inside that iron line up in the same direction. This turns the iron into a magnet. It's like the strong magnet is teaching the iron how to be magnetic. This is a simple way to make weak or temporary magnets. Method 2. Using electric current. This one's cooler. When you pass electricity through a wire, it creates a magnetic field around it. Now, if you wrap the wire into a coil and place a metal like iron inside, the strong magnetic field forces the electrons inside the iron to spin in the same direction. Boom! The metal becomes a permanent magnet, and even when you switch off the current, it stays magnetic. This is how most magnets are made in factories today. Now, let's talk about how magnets attract metals like iron. Inside a piece of iron, there are tiny regions called magnetic domains. Each one is like a mini-magnet with its own direction. In normal iron, these domains point all over the place. But when a magnet comes close, it forces those domains to line up, just like soldiers standing in one direction. And once they line up, the iron gets pulled toward the magnet. That's why it sticks. But why not plastic or wood? Simple. Their electrons are tightly locked. They don't move or spin freely, so they can't form magnetic fields or respond to one. That's why only certain metals get pulled by magnets. White heavy check mark, so let's quickly recap. Magnets are made by lining up spinning electrons. This can be done using another magnet or electric current. Once aligned, the material becomes magnetic, sometimes permanently. Magnets attract metals like iron by making their tiny domains line up. Materials like wood or plastic don't react because their electrons are stuck. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for watching Learn with Venky. If you liked this simple science breakdown, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun science videos. Catch you in the next one.